where's your mindset and the lessons learned from a career in combat? Now, here you are in the civilian world and you've got Unafraid. How would you tell the new guy their mindset should be? What would you say to them these days?
I would say that you always want to have a positive outlook on things, because if you go the other side, the negative, it's going to bring you down in your performance, everything. And I mean, mindset goes, and I'll give you, I'll tell you how crazy I get with this.
Yeah.
Like if you can just look, I got my bands on, I've got an armor of a tattoo armor. I got my Unafraid. Like all those to me are accountabilities. Like if I'm ever like, man, this just sucks, and like I'll go grab something or I'll pick something up to drink, I'm like, that's right, my mindset. Freaking stop being a bitch. And I have, like we were just talking, the self-talks.
Yeah.
I'll have the talks to myself all the time. Like, okay, dude, stop. You know better than this. Cause I mean, we're all human. Yeah. We're all human. And we all like to go to that negative side. I think I was reading a book where the study said that human minds will like 86% go to the negative side. Like we'll worry about certain things. And out of that, 17% may come true. Out of the 17% that comes true, maybe like 3 or 4% is actually as bad as we thought it would be. So it never, like anytime you like worry about something, man, I hope I get a job, or I hope I can do whatever. It never works out that way. Yeah. It never works out. Like you can go back to when you started your company, you probably had a vision, right? And now here you are doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that?
No.
So it's just like,
pivoting.
Okay,
pivot.
And just keep your mindset focused on what your goal is, and just keep driving on. There's going to be setback. There's going to be obstacles, but you need to have that in your mind. Like, hey, this is an obstacle and I'm going to freaking bash it down instead of like cowering down and being a little turd. And you do that and it feeds to your family. Like, oh my God, I love it. Like,
right.
I'm going to be motivated about this. I'm going to be more positive about this. I'm not saying that I'm motivated all the time or that I'm positive all the time. Like there's some stuff that brings me down, but at the end of the day, I'm like, wait a second. No. This ain't right. I need to reframe my mind to put on this. If that means I need to read some good stuff or read some motivational stuff, then I'll do that, or go through my motivational quotes on Instagram or something like, or just watch some dude get his face punched, which motivates the heck out of me. Like, yeah, that's right. I got to train hard. You know what I mean? And then like who I surround myself with, if I go to the jiu-jitsu gym or I go, do some Muay Thai, I'm surrounded by like-minded individuals that are trying to get better. And you get that self-confidence, which is building my mindset. So I do things like I lift weights. Yeah. I do the fighting stuff. I read, I freaking exercise my mind. I try to do the right things. I don't always do the right things because I'm human. I fail a lot, but just pick it up and keep going. So that mindset is like all encompassing everything I do, what I eat. Because what happens when we eat a bunch of donuts or some shit?
I love donuts.
I love donuts too, but you feel like crap. Feel like crap. You're like, I don't want to do this. Like your mindset gets shot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that I'm probably not going to get a donut on the way out here, but just like by talking about it. But like all that matters, like your sleep, your diet, your exercise, the way you talk to people, because that's how they're going to talk to you, gives you a better mindset. All of it kind of compiles. It's like security, right?
Yeah.
There's not a one cure all. It's not like, hey, Clint, lock the door. You'll be good. No one's going to come in here. No, you need to lock the door. You need to make sure there's exterior lights. You need to have an alarm system. And if somebody comes in, you got your gun for last line of defense, or a dog, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. There's like all these layers of protection that you need to have. Your mindset is no different. Mm-hmm. You got to have this. You got to have this. You got to have this to make you a better person. So, and a lot of that stemmed when I was in the Marine Corps. I was like, holy crap, my mind is like so powerful. And then when I came over to Buds, it was like, oh shit, like I can do this. My body can do, it was like confirmation. And then you're hanging out with other dudes that are just doing amazing things. Like we got guys that are climbing the 7 summits. Yeah. Like where's their mindset? Like they're not thinking, I hope we make it. No, they're like, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
How much food you got? Cool. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's knock this out.
It's just like, you can see it all through our industry. It's ridiculous. And it's like, it's motivating. And then you go out of our industry, out of our little community, and you don't see it as much. You can still see it in little pieces, but you don't see it as much. And you're like, dude, you're missing your potential.
Right.
Like you are missing your freaking potential. And just can't isn't a word, right? We just do. You try. Doesn't mean you're going to accomplish everything in your first try, but you just keep going.
Yeah.
So that mindset's huge, man. I'm a freaking huge fan. I can't stop feeding my brain the mindset stuff and just try to like help others. I love seeing dudes realize their potential and just go kick some serious ass. Like, it is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And I've always been a me guy. What can benefit Eddie? What can benefit Eddie? I want to go do this training. I want to go do this training. But they're like, dude, just putting that power into someone else is like the coolest thing. I'm like, boom, baby. Now go tell 5 friends. Go help them.
Right. No,
so it's cool, man. I mean, it's like, you got to be amped for it, dude. I mean, because you know exactly. I mean, we've all had those days where you're just like not feeling it, but then you get picked up because you saw a 2-minute YouTube clip of a motivational speaker, or you watch Rocky, right?
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I'm going to go to the boxing gym.
Right.
Like little things, you can do things to amp you up.
Yeah.
You know, like your music that goes off in the first morning, freaking have a whatever song that amps you up. Boom. Right. It's better than the, you know? So it's just like, but yeah, I believe you can control it. Not 100% of the time, but I think that you can definitely make the choices in your lifestyle, have great accountability, and do great things for sure. And it all starts with that brain.
No, I see your passion, man, right here. I'm sitting with you, and those watching, you see it as well. And you can tell you're passionate about it. But here's the really important thing. Do you make your bed first thing in the morning?
My wife does. Dude, I'm so bad. I'll freaking leave it. I'm like, because I might.
Delegation. Delegation. Yes. Great leadership quality.
He didn't mean that, babe.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. No, she's a big, like, put the pillows. Like, I don't need the decorative pillows. I can, I'll usually throw the blanket over and I'm good. She likes the floofy, the thing.
Yeah, make it look pretty.
Yeah, I'm like, who's coming in here? Our dogs. They don't know the difference.
I know. I find myself still I get up, I make my bed, and then I put on the little foofy, whatever, throw pillows, I think. Yeah. I kind of get that stuff going. And there is something about that. It's not because Admiral McCraven said it. No. It's because, I just like being, I just like my environments being squared away. I don't want crap everywhere. I don't like that disorganization. I feel like if it's your environment's disorganized, your mind's disorganized, and then your life's disorganized, and it just keeps on going.
No, I agree with you.
And before you know it, you've stacked up all this disorganization to the point
I can tell by your desk, you're pretty organized.
Yeah, you feel like, hey, cool. I can't.
No, it's good.
Yeah, then it's like, for a lot of people, I feel like they just let it all go, and then they feel like they can't really fix it. Or they can't get out of it, or
which they can.
Yeah, they can.
By choices. I like the biggest thing. You brought up such a great point. Is I am such a firm believer in your morning routine.
Yeah,
like your morning routine sets the stage of
the rest of your day
for sure. Yeah. Like for me, it's like get up, have some water with some electrolytes, get my coffee. I sit down and I read something.
Yeah,
I read for a good hour. Then the kids get up, getting ready for school. Feed the dogs, hang out with them, and then like I do devotions with my wife, and then I get ready to go to the gym or go to the fight gym or whatever it is. But that freaking like that morning routine is everything, man. I mean, I guess the point, like the mindset, what I kind of straight off is my wife gives me crap all the time because I like to match and look good. Like I'll go to the gym. I'm like, hey, which one looks better? Because I don't know. Like I really don't know. And she's like, you're going to the gym. I'm like, I know. She's like, why do you care so much? She's like, of course. Are you trying to impress people? I'm like, no. Like, and I did this when I went out on combat missions. I want my stuff to look good because mentally it makes me feel like a warrior. Like I want to be ready to go. Like when I go to the gym, war's on, bro. Like it's me against the weights. I want to do the best I can. When I go boxing, I want to be looking good. I don't want to like just throw on some crap and be like, you feel like you look like crap. You feel like you look like crap for other people. You're going to start acting like crap.
Yeah.
Like it all goes into, there's so many things that I believe that goes into it. I think that's one of them. And I get shit from her all the time. And then I'm like, why do you always look so nice?
Right.
Because she's stunning. That's why. But I got to like match. I'm a weirdo with that dude.
Yeah.
I am a weirdo.
I totally get it. I do. I kind of do the same thing. It's like I get up, I got my routine, and I very rarely am not dressed what I feel like is at least somewhat appropriate. Right. It's not, I'm not a,
you gotta look the part, act the part, bro.
Putting on sweats on and like, I just don't, I can't, I have to put on pants, a shirt, and like,
everyone's got
somewhat
their thing.
Presentable. Yeah.
Some people got to put, for a while, I had to put on a collared shirt.
Oh yeah.
And sit down in my own home to do work.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to dress for work, even though no one was watching.
Yeah.
Because I was getting to the point where I would go in what I was sleeping in.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is gross.
Doesn't feel right.
I don't feel right. So I'm like, okay, enough of this shower. I'd put on my pants. I put on my freaking nice shoes, and I put on a collared shirt, and I'd freaking start doing work, and I became more productive.
Yeah.
And then I finally got out of that, like, okay, I can do this because I know I'm going to go to the gym. So I'll do my workout stuff. I'll do my power hour, go do this. I'm going to come back, knock this out. So it's just kind of like everyone's different, got their own little thing, but I think you definitely need something.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're going to float like plankton.
Right.
That ain't fun.
Yeah. Yeah. You hit on it. It's like you need discipline to get into a routine, but you need a routine to maintain the discipline.
100%.
Yeah.
That is a perfect way
They
to put
feed
it.
on one another.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
All good stuff, buddy. You're listening to Can You Survive This podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe, rate, and share on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.